They shooting. I made you look. Yeah, some of the same lunatics are shooting. And they're gunning for Nelly. So as you can see, Nelly was doing an interview on Fat Joe's podcast. And Fat Joe asked him about the situation of him being sued by the same lunatics members. Yes, you cannot make this up. Jadakiss tried to shut it down. He said, man, this is a family show, this and that. Nelly like, nah, we can talk about the situation. He said, only one member is suing me. One member got a lawsuit out on me. He said, yes, the group was suing me. He said, but not no more. He said the rest of the group, after they found out all the information they need to find out, they're cool. Yeah, they might get the same lunatics back together. Yes, can't make this up except for one. And I'm thinking that's Ali. Yeah, they two was the oldest. Murphy Lee talked about this in one of his interviews about the situation of, yes, his big brother and Nelly being super Crips. Yeah, you can't make this up. Yeah, they try to say Murphy Lee was one. He was like, hell no. Ali tried to say Murphy Lee was a Crip, big Crip. Murphy Lee like, hell no, it wasn't. He said, no, my big brother and Nelly, they were super Crips. I used to wear their clothes. He said, man, I was going to school with a bunch of Bloods, this and that. I used to sport red hard in elementary. He said, but you know, you didn't have no choice. When the neighborhood just turned Crip or turned blue at the same time, you walking outside, you know what I'm saying? I can't wear that stuff no more. But anyways, he said, I didn't pick out my outfits. I was wearing all their hand-me-downs. Talk about Nelly. He said Nelly was super Crip, and yes, you can't make this up. Big ups to Nelly because he was able to suppress that image of himself because, you know, his music wasn't gangster rap. It didn't go in that lane of gangster rap, but Nelly was a gangster. This is all alleged. Yes, this man deserves his roses as he is the only rapper in the rap game that didn't need a cosigner. Yeah, like Pac with Digital Underground or Biggie Smalls, you know what I'm saying? Vouching for Jay-Z, you know what I'm saying? He didn't have no, you know what I'm saying? New York, you had rappers that was vouching for Big, saying he's nice, this and that. Yes, he is the only one, yes, that did not have a cosigner. You understand what I mean? Like Snoop had Dre, and you know, this is what I mean. And Nelly, who co-signed Nelly? Nobody. This man was a hit maker. This man was supposed to get Grammys on top of Grammys on top of Grammys, even though his album was called Country Grammar. Alicia Keys got all them accolades and fired this and cleaned up at the Grammys. But Nelly didn't get all them accolades like Alicia Keys, even though his numbers was hitting like Alicia Keys. This man was the only man at the time. There was no Eminem doing no Super Bowl. There was no Snoop Dogg doing Super Bowl. Nelly was that rapper that had the Super Bowl. Yes, he did the Super Bowl. I remember this man was so big. Shake your tail, fella. Man, he was selling 5 million. Yes, this man was putting up the numbers. You can't make this up. He's a major part of the culture. Even the grills. All that, the grills and all that to make the song. Even though Paul Wall did what he did, but Nelly is the one that set it off. It's getting hot in here. This man, he's a hit maker. His songs was major in the culture. You know what I'm saying? Because when he was on It's Getting Hot in Here, Nelly took off. It was over. It was over. It went to the country club. When he came, he was getting out of here. After that, Nelly was on the top of it. Yeah, he was the top man. We just gonna nip it in the butt. The only reason why he didn't get them accolades higher than Jay and all that is because he's from St. Louis. If he was been a Cali rapper or a New York rapper at the time, pushing how his music was selling, Nelly would probably be the greatest, yes, of New York or Cali, meaning numbers wise.